Okay, thanks. Before I will present my result of research, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ari Anang Setio. The title of research is Learning Model Number Head Together and Snowball Throwing Assisted GeoGebra for 20th Century. Scale is based on the gender perspective. Introduce the realization of an intelligent nation is a nation founding ideal that must constantly be evolved. Various efforts have been made to achieve this objective. The government, as the highest authority, has always raised issues related to the intelligence of the nation. The government, through the Ministry of Education, was put through improvement and refinement in an attempt to fulfill the quality of education, include the implementation, curriculum improvement, and zoning system. The quality of education is also changed the paradigm of teaching into learning, where the learning process is centered on the teacher now, beginning to transform into a learning center on their learning. Technological development in the 20th century make it easier for teachers to be able to directly pass their knowledge, and through the growing media should be part the good use. Use of media in learning, motivation, and stimulation can increase the desire to learn, even psychologically affect and student. An educator of lecture in creative and innovative should be able to prepare the next generation of intelligence and have the skill needed to support themselves live in a day, which is better known as the skill of the 21st century. The ability of thinking creative or creativity thinking critically and troubleshooting, or critical thinking and problem solving, communication and collaboration. Educators should also be able to develop good and efficient learning. One strategy that must be owned by educators is to combine a wide variety of learning models and technologies that are expected to improve the quality of teaching and education and developing 20th century skill for all learning. The research method, the research is a quasi-experimental research design, where one group pretest post-test design with one group pretest post-test design. The description: X is pretest post-test variable observed, and O equal is treatment or learning model number head together and snowball throwing assisted GeoGebra for 20th century skill in based on the gender perspective. The research was conducted at the Faculty of Mathematics Education Study Program, Teacher Training and Education Science course, Muhammadiyah University of Sorong. So, 4 semester in analytic geometry, the study subject, where 40 people, and 10 gender male, 30 female. The racial and discussion. Result of descriptive statistical analysis. So the average female gender learning outcome are 74.5, more than of the male gender, that is equal to 70.1 when viewed from the maximum and minimum value. Female gender more also would compare to the male gender, while the maximum and minimum value of gender women are 95 and 46, while the male gender is 77 and 41. The distribution of female gender data is also more evenly compared, which can be seen from the standard deviation value of the female gender is 10.9 and 0. Well, men, .13. Based on the above, it can be concluded that in descriptive scale of student of the 20th century, if the term of the learning outcome, the female gender is better from those of the male gender. And the result of the analysis inferential post-test result of the male gender, where T value is 0.02 and 4 with 0.981 for two-tailed significance. It indicated that greater than 0.05, then H0 is achieved, whereas female gender post-test result demonstrate that the significant value of 0 with 7.301. T in it's less than 0.05. It can be concluded that the H0 is rejected. The above description can be concluded that learning success inferential male gender does not reach 70%, will the female gender show that inferential reaching 70%. Conclusion. Implementation of the learning model, number head together, and Snowball throwing assisted GeoGebra to develop 20th century skill in the review of the ratio of his study on female gender is better than the male gender. Will the ratio of gender student response, both men and women, respond to agree on the implementation learning model number head together and Snowball throwing assistant GeoGebra. This is my reference, and thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and sorry